public, do not do in secret. What you would not do before your parents, do not do before when you're alone, right? And remember, life is the most important thing. Life has its thrills as well as disappointments. So, the other day I was talking to a student. One of them was facing some trouble. I said, it's going to be like this. So, once you resolve a problem and go for a mile, there will be another problem which you have to solve. Life is like that. But then, the victory is when we overcome them and stand at the end of the day saying, I did it. So, let us go very positively because life is beautiful. Thank you very much and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Professor Mary Jessica, madam, rightly being the Dean of Management, I think she very well guided you upon the management of life from several perspectives by balancing between the challenges and risks as well as the energy and resources that you people have. Thank you, ma'am, for that. Now let's go to the Dean of the School of Mathematics, Professor Radha. Let's see what her perspective is going to be.
Who are in the dais and as well as in the off dais, and I wish you, I welcome you first. On 18th, already I have welcomed as a dean in the School of Mathematics and Statistics. That time, not only me, our faculty members also have given enough advices to the students. Okay, now to continue about the School of Mathematics and Statistics, it runs three academic programs: MSc, PhD, and integrated MSc. MSc in Mathematics, Applied Mathematics and Statistics, as well as in PhD also. For IMSc, only one program, though you can choose either of these three subjects. Apart from that, our school has a library. Students can sit and study in the library. We also have, as a mathematics person, we need only paper and pen or blackboard and chalk. So we have two blackboards in the corridor, okay, though it is closed with the glass doors. So students, most of the times, they like to sit there and discuss. Healthy discussions are always important. Our colleagues have given enough advices. You are here because you wrote the exam and you won the seat. No problem. But if you don't utilize it, that means if you don't put your efforts in a right prospective manner, then it shows that you are blocking the other person's seat. What do I mean? If you don't join in this university, other person next to you, behind you, they would have taken this chance. So since you have accepted this, you please put all your efforts with good intentions and with the right prospective manner and to achieve your goals. Always we may not reach our goals, but still attempts are, our first duty is to make an attempt. In the class, being a student, you should raise the questions. Please never think that I might be asking a stupid question. However stupid it is, it is your right, and it is the right of the responsibility of the teacher to answer you. But at the same time, I would like to say one more aspect. A fool can question at faster rate than a wise man can answer. So sometimes your questions may not be in position to answer by a teacher due to several reasons. But don't think that you are great or teacher is ungreat. They will work it how to convince you. Only in that aspect the teacher can take you. If you don't ask question, if a person asks question, they might think that others must be thinking that I am a fool, the question is well. Maybe for a moment only that the candidate who asked the question could be a fool. But if you don't ask, you remain fool. So as a student, only being a student, you can ask any type of questions. Once you finish your student life, you won't get that chance. You have to learn on your own, right? So we also have labs and computer labs. I always suggest you to work hard, be regular, be punctual, be regular, and do hard work. Then automatically the achievements will come to you. Be regular. Always being regular is very important first step for our success. Success means whatever we think we may not get, but still the path is important, how we are going. You choose the correct path, please. Be a good citizen of India, be a good citizen of, be a good student of university, be a good student of, if you belong to our school of mathematics and statistics, be a good mathematician and statistician. Right. I wish you all the best.
Professor Radha, as expected, the precision and focus is what she focused upon. So now I think all the three deans, the lady deans, their turn is over. We'll now call upon Professor Debashish Acharya to speak about School of Economics.
Very good morning to all of you. Professor D.J. Rao, Vice-Chancellor, Dean of Schools, Registrar, and my colleagues and dear students. So before I begin, let me extend a very hearty welcome to University of Hyderabad. And I am representing the Dean of School of Economics, who is not present here, Professor R.B. Ramnamurthy. And I must thank all of you for choosing University of Hyderabad. So along with the congratulations, let me also thank you. And I don't want to start with advices, just share with some experience, very precisely 2 minutes, that what we have been being part of this university for last, say, decade or so. So often what happens is, if you take an anecdote, like Madam said that we need, all of us need to be punctual. So I'm taking a clue from that we often think as students that yes, if I miss today's lecture, anyway my PPT will be available in the Google Classroom, so I'll go through that. So let me skip today's class. If I attend the pre-lunch class, if it is 2 hours, you have lunch time, then you think that the class before lunch is fine, and after lunch I will skip it, so I'll borrow my notes from the university. But it often happens that this is the only time you get to either go to your lectures. I mean, it has nothing to do with your 75% of attendance, which is required, as Sri Ganesh Nigamji must have told you. But we tend to miss this interaction in the class. Not only the taught component of the lectures, but we often miss what happens inside the class, the interactions and all that. So probably this is the first time we get to advise you or give you some suggestions, but after that you will start learning beyond the classroom from your teachers, to corridor discussions, and also peer-to-peer learning. So I'll only talk about 3 things from experience that I was just thinking, what should I say? So I was reminded of 3 R's, and one is we are very conscious about our rights, and tomorrow onwards we will be very conscious about our rights. What is your right in the university? And we may start neglecting our responsibilities. So all of us included, that we often tend to neglect our responsibilities. And the third one will be that how do I respect the resources we have? Since I thank you for choosing this university, so all of us should respect the resources, starting from the clean air to the surroundings, to whatever you have in the hostels. Because it takes a lot of effort to create resources and also maintain them. Okay, so I think I'll just finish my advice with 3 things. let's be conscious about rights, but at the same time, respect each other, respect resources, and also let's be responsible, because the moment you get into this 1500 campus, you have enormous freedom, but freedom comes with responsibility. So you should be responsible for your behavior, your action, and the way you conduct yourselves in this university. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. I have worked with Professor Devashish Acharya when he was a DSW. I know about his economy of words, but then there is no economy when it comes to practical perspective and application point of view. And very rightly said, rights always go hand in hand with responsibilities and respect for self and others as well. So now I call upon Professor Dibagar Dash, sir, School of Engineering Sciences and Technology, Dean School of Engineering Sciences and Technology. Please address the students.
Honorable Vice-Chancellor, my other colleagues on the dais, dear students, very good morning to all of you. As others already have said, you are truly privileged to get an admission in this university, which is an institute of eminence. You have spent some time by now here in the campus, so you must have seen there is no dirt in flora and fauna in this university. But what I suggest you to do is please use that for your benefit only. Yes, I mean, I can remember one small thing I can tell you. When one day I was sitting in my office and the student came, very first meeting, he said, "Sir, I'm so and so. Sir, how is the job scenario?" So I was a little surprised. He has not yet started. He's asking how is the job scenario. So the question is very, very relevant. I agree. But my suggestion to you is use the resources, use the infrastructure in such a way that you make yourself so much equipped that the job should run after you. You should not run after the job, because you will not get these beautiful opportunities anywhere in the other part of the country or other institutes. So please use them for your benefits only. Just to give you a brief about our school, we have 5 programs running: 3 masters, materials engineering, nanosciences and technology, and manufacturing science and engineering. And we run 2 PhD programs, materials engineering and nanoscience and technology. So let me tell you one more important thing. See, when you came here in this university, you will be known by the name of the university. Okay, that you are University of Hyderabad students. Make yourself perform, achieve in such a way that the university be known by you and your achievement. Okay, you are truly the ambassador of this university. So your achievement is actually university's achievement. So be proud of the university and let the university be proud of you. I wish you all a very happy learning and fruitful stay for next few years with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I think I should mention something special about School of Engineering Technology over here. I think we from DSW's office, we have a counseling unit, and then we proposed a group called Trusted Friends Group from among the PhD students and senior students, so that they will help the juniors. This school was the first to recommend a group of 5 students who we, the counselors, both the psychological counselors and me together, we have trained them. A 3-day workshop we have conducted for them, and we have trained them on listening skills. I think the credit goes to the entire team of engineering school. Very well said, sir. Developing resources skills, and then opportunities will automatically come to the students. A very good message that you have given to them. Now I would call upon Professor James Raju, sir, Dean School of Physics.
Honorable Vice-Chancellor, my faculty colleagues, and dear students. We last week you already welcomed our IMSc students in our school, and this week we will be welcoming all the MSc physics students in our school in a detailed way. But anyway, this is an occasion to see all of you together. Anyway, first of all, I have to join others in congratulating you for getting admission in this university, and I have to welcome you to this campus. And when it comes to School of Physics, we have various centers also with it. Center for Earth, Ocean and Atmospheric Sciences, Center for Advanced Studies in Electronic Science and Technology, and Advanced Center of Research in High Energy Materials, along with Physics Prof. And we are in the process of shifting to a new building, therefore we are at the transition stage now. But apart from that, certain things you should be very careful about, you should be remember about this campus, because this campus, the faculty here, they are not just teachers, they are practitioners of the subjects. Because the main difference between the normal campuses and here are basically, you see various books written by various people, how those books comes. These books generally comes from refined lecture notes developed over a period of time, especially in new areas of research, where new information is collected and made available to students by taking feedback from generation of students. The notes get refined and they collected and finally become a very standard textbook. And the people who do those things are the type of, are basically the faculty of universities like this. You will see many faculty here who have written these books like that. And original research is published as papers. Here, all the faculty are here because they get appointed here because of the publication record. And that way, in every subject, you see practitioners here. And that is the opportunity you are getting. That you will not get their full work just by listening to our class. That you have to find more time with them. That is why there are various opportunities available for you to interact with faculty, especially internships. Internships, you can ask the course is progressing, you can always do internship with some at one time one faculty, with one area, so that you will get introduced to that area and you will know how the practicing of the subject happens, how the publish papers, how the research work is done, how the results are found, how they are published, all this process. Because this is not part of our, unfortunately, it is not part of our regular BSc or MSc program. We do it as an extra. Like under NEP, many of this process may get integrated to that, and so good. And but even now, you will see a lot of research labs and research scholars working. You should start interacting with them and spend more time with them, do internship with them. Then you will see how the subject is practiced in an institution like this. That is the real worth of the institution. You should make use of it. And for that, first and foremost, you should attend the classes. And that is the minimum interaction time from there develops. If you do the cost calculation, the cost of each class is very high. In fact, there are a lot of deals behind it. But therefore, if you miss a class, it is for your own loss. Because there is all of you are too easily attending online classes. And now, at that time, the cry was when you will call us to the campus. Now you have a full-fledged offline class. At that time, many are still in the online mode. And they are not finding it difficult to come to offline mode. But you should understand the worth of the classes. That is more than just exact teaching. It is a contact level. There is interaction time. All that you read, based on that, if any discussion, interaction required, that is the time. And therefore, attending class must be taken very seriously. And one point which I would like to notice highlight is that if you look at the marks and academics, the major problem comes from the minors. Because our pattern here is we have 3 minors, the result of best 2 will be taken. Generally, if you do the minors well, all 3 minors well, then after that the final is not a problem. Even though 60% marks goes to 5. That you know that after the minors we don't have any study leave or anything. You are straight away you have exam. Because in many state universities that is not the situation. So when you come here, one readjustment you have to do is you should learn to take the minors seriously. All 3 minors. Some people once they do the first 2 minors seriously, they will neglect. But in the final, more questions may come from that portion. Therefore, it is a good practice to take all 3 minors seriously, and then automatically you will get ready for the final exam. So that you don't worry much about academics. Anyway, I am sure all of you will take your life seriously and do well. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Very well said, sir. Teachers as practitioners. I think very well said. I hope you understand the advantage and fortune of having the best teachers over here whose textbooks keep the resources provided to you alive, and how practitioners you have, how good practitioners you have. Now I call upon Professor Swami sir from School of Chemistry.
At the outset, I would like to greet our Vice Chancellor, Professor Vijay sir, other dignitaries in the dais, and all of you a very good morning. So, in fact, Professor Vijay Rao, our Vice Chancellor, has said something very important, that you actually build a character in this university. You learn both vertically and laterally. And so these are very important points. This is something which all of you should remember. And coming to the School of Chemistry, we have three major programs here. The 2-year MSc in Chemistry and a PhD program in Chemistry, which typically lasts around 5 years. And we also take part in the 5-year integrated master's program, where students from all disciplines of sciences would take courses in chemistry in the first 2 years, and then they come to the School of Chemistry, where they study for 3 more years. All the students of chemistry have opportunities to do research-based projects during the final semester. In addition, during the summer time, some of the students get opportunity to do a 2-month or 2.5-month research project. So the research project is very important because chemistry is primarily a experimental oriented subject of science. Okay, so this is something which all of you should keep in mind, and several of my colleagues have spoken about various aspects of learning and teaching in the university, and you also learn other than chemistry other subjects because we have opportunity to study at the interface. Chemistry is considered a central science which has links to mathematics, physics and biology. Many chemists work on biological systems and also physics-oriented projects. So there is a chance, if you keep your knowledge base broad, you will be able to pursue your interests in various disciplines connected with chemistry. Okay, this is something which a very important point our Vice Chancellor touched upon, and I would like to reiterate the same thing. Okay. In addition, we have courses in the School of Chemistry. We teach courses in computational chemistry, biological chemistry, material science, which has links with engineering, and so on. So with all this, I would suggest you give full attention to all the courses and study everything in the syllabus. Knowledge is important. It's not just marks. So try not to just gain marks, but also acquire knowledge in a broad base of subjects that are covered in your teaching. In addition to the regular courses in chemistry, School of Chemistry also offers a couple of courses which are called foundation courses, which are open to people from other schools, even humanities, social science students. And take the opportunity and learn well, study sincerely, work hard. Most importantly, as Professor Acharya mentioned, 3 R's: rights, responsibilities, and resources. Yeah. Okay, with that I take leave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those insights into several opportunities for the students of chemistry and also for other schools into the school of into the courses offered by School of Chemistry, and talking about the expansion of boundaries and not limiting yourselves, utilizing the opportunities in the related disciplines. Thank you for that, sir. I now call upon Professor Ravi Ranjan. Professor Ravi Ranjan from School of Humanities.
माननीय कुलपति जी, कुल सचिव चले गए हैं, और फेलो डीन्स, ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर और फेलो डीन्स, मिस्टर रजिस्ट्रार और फ्रेंड DSW, चीफ वार्डन, and dear students. I remember about 35 years back when I came to this campus. So those days it's a quite different, very small university, elite kind of institution. But I realized that I am in the real India. And so you will also realize the same thing. If you study in Delhi or in a particular state, it's totally different scenario here. People you will find from Kerala, from Tamil Nadu, from Karnataka, from Hindi belt, from West Bengal, Assam, Kashmir. And then there is need of cultural integration. This is what India is. The food habit is different, language is different. Because formally we speak Hindi, English mostly, but in formal conversation people use their own language. So love for that language. And being from School of Humanities, I don't want to sermonize you. One thing I will like to mention, about 15-20 years back, I was in Peking University, and when I met ambassador through foreign ministry, I met Ambassador Nirupma Rao. She asked that you are from which university? I told University of Hyderabad, and she was not aware about it. And just I mentioned that your senior colleague Syed Akbaruddin, who is permanent representative of India in UN, is from our university. So Registrar told you and VC and many other deals that you are the brand ambassador. It's a real thing. आपके कारण विश्वविद्यालय जाना जाएगा, जाना चाहिए. और ये केवल पढ़ाई लिखाई का मामला नहीं, आपके व्यवहार से कि आप जब कैंपस से बाहर जाते हैं तो लगे कि दिस इज द पर्सन वे कम फ्रॉम a very good institute, his behavior is different, way of talking is different, body language is different. एक responsible citizen की तरह हमको व्यवहार करना है. Being from School of Humanities, I will advise you, there are so many advices, that make a habit to read something at least at your bedtime. And when I am suggesting bedtime reading, I am suggesting reading a novel, a short story, a poem. Mathematics, Albert Einstein said that pure mathematics in its own way is logical, is a poetry of logical ideas. So mathematics is also poetry in that way, in one way. So make a habit. Actually, after this cell phone, people are always seeing WhatsApp, Facebook, this, that. No, that's not correct. Our library is very rich. You can, for English department, the Professor C.K. Kumar, he was the founder, dean, so very rich. You will find Malayalam literature in Hindi, Telugu, English, Hindi literature in Telugu, English, Telugu literature in Hindi, English. So there is no problem at all. ज्ञान की कमी नहीं है. यदि आपको गुरजारा पड़ाव के बारे में कन्या शुल्कम पढ़ना है तो लाइब्रेरी में है, अंग्रेजी में भी है, हिंदी में भी है, हो सकता है और दूसरी भाषाओं में भी हो. अंग्रेजी हिंदी में यहाँ पर मौजूद है. तो एक आदत डाली. When I was doing my PhD here, my roommate was from physics department. Now he is professor in ISHEL, a well-known scientist. So I, observed that at bedtime, he used to listen Rabindra Sangeet, either, or some novel. He was trilingual. He used to read Hindi, English, Bengali. So that kind of habit we have to inculcate. The School of Humanities, Telugu department, Hindi, English, comparative literature, foreign languages. So you may learn some other language also. So try to do something and behave properly, be disciplined. There should not be any chance for us Because as a teacher, I feel that whenever there is a problem between the students, I should not wait for DSW or chief warden. I have been myself in hostel administration for say about 6 years. So immediately I interfere. So don't give us a chance to, you know, uh, sermonize you or to scold you. No need. We have yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You've thrown light on the unity in diversity and the combination of cultures over here, and how actually you young students would be the brand ambassadors to make us all proud in future. And I think there is a food for thought as well for the young students out here. Science as an art and art as a science. So with that, I request Professor Shivkumar sir, Dean School of Life Sciences, to please address the students.
Good afternoon, one and all. Dignitaries on the dais, student friends. I should first congratulate all of you for having secured admission to this wonderful University of Hyderabad. And I'm sure within 2 years or within 5 years of your studies here, you will come out with flying colors, having gained your enough knowledge to pursue higher studies and then become valuable citizens of this country wherever you are. The School of Life Sciences actually is one of the largest schools in the University of Hyderabad with about 67 faculty members. We have 5 departments offering integrated masters and PhD programs. The departments are biochemistry, plant sciences, animal biology, biotechnology and bioinformatics, systems and computational biology. So the School of Life Sciences building, if you have already, I don't know, some of the students must be from life sciences in this audience. It's located in the south campus of the university in one of the largest buildings, which hosts about 300 plus research students and 5 different groups of master students. So we work in the different areas of biology and with interdisciplinarity nature. All our PhD students are very well placed. Soon after PhD, they are going abroad for higher studies or for postdoctoral research or getting employment elsewhere. Students who passed out from our university, who went abroad, are also returning back to India and are settled at different premier institutions in this country, and they are the brand ambassadors of the University of Hyderabad. I myself has been with this university since 37 years. This is for me. The building behind what you see is the L-shaped building, which was the first building of the University of Hyderabad on campus here. And this GuruBaksh Maidan, which is appropriately and rightly named so by the first Vice-Chancellor who served this university with a great vision. And today we are all happy that we are all present here because of the earlier precedences and the great vision the earlier Vice-Chancellors had for this university. I'm certain this university is going to, already is an institute of eminence, and in the years to come, all of you will feel happy that you are secured admission here and you will enjoy your stay. One piece of advice for all youngsters is that most of you must have been for the first time away from home. Please be communicative with your friends, don't be aloof, please be mixing with people, interact with your teachers, your seniors, take appropriate correct advices from the seniors, be honest and truthful, and everything will fall in place for you. All the best to all of you.
Thank you, sir. School of Life Sciences is known for its achievements, and sir has only given you a glimpse. But sir, coming to the building of School of Life Sciences, which you started with, definitely owner's pride, but neighbors envy also. All those who belong to School of Life Sciences are very happy. It's a beautiful building that they have. Okay, so now I call upon yes. So I now call upon Professor Vineet Nair, but sir, I think you have to wear a different hat now. He's actually a chief warden, but I'm calling him to talk about their department, computer science, School of Computer Sciences. There are 2 people here who can talk about School of Computer Science. I would request Professor Vineet Nair to quickly talk about School of Computer Sciences. Only this part. So I'm directed to tell that he's going to wear both the hats, one after the other.
Thank you, sir. Respected dignitaries on the dais and my dear friends, I think I have seen many of you during the admission time, and I know that some of you may not be happy with me because of the allocation of the hostels, but I'll explain why it was done in that manner. But let me first don the hat of the Dean of Computer Science Department, though I'll reach that position only after I think around 15 years, but still, given the opportunity, I'll talk a bit about the school too. So, School of Computer and Information Sciences, we have various MTech projects, MTech courses happening. So, there is an MTech in Computer Science, there is an MTech in AI, Artificial Intelligence, there is an MTech in Banking Technology. I can see one of the faculty from there. Actually, that institute is located in a place called Medipannam, which is away from here, and it is supported by the Reserve Bank of India. Then we have an MTech in Information Security as well as MTech in Modeling and Simulation and Design. But due to various reasons, couple of these courses, there are not many admissions happen this time. It might be the case that, all over India, there was a trend that most of the BTech students were placed. There were a lot of placements happening, and so they didn't come for MTech. I think that's the reason. We also have a very strong research happening in the school. And as Professor James Raju pointed out, basically it is not a theoretical kind of approach we use, but it is a practitioner's approach also. There are a lot of research publications coming out from the school. We have more than 350 students, so probably one of the largest in the school. Maybe second largest in the university. And now we have actually got a new building also. It's in the north side. I think probably many of the MTech students as well as MCA students may not be here because our program or the first year started a bit earlier. I think in the month of September for MTech. MCAs came a couple of weeks back and integrated MTech students came I think last week. Sorry, I forgot to tell about integrated MTech, one of the flagship programs in our school. So, and I should actually mention about the MTech AI course. Most of you will be hearing that word recently, but this course started way back in 1983. So I think it was the first MTech in AI program to be launched in the country. So I think I only remember that much about the school, and probably if I have missed something, Professor Salman is there, he'll be talking more about the school. So my main idea of coming here today is to talk a bit about the hostel as chief warden. As earlier people were telling that they don't want to advise, but mine will be more of a kind of advice. I'll take, if there is any counters, I'll take it from you also later on. I know there are problems. I took charge on October 5th. Previously also I was chief warden. I was trying, or my team was trying our best to solve issues, especially related to the sanitation and things like that. We have been offered a second term by the current Vice-Chancellor, and we need some time to put things straight. That is my first request. It's hardly a month and a half since we took charge. There are limited number of people working for the Chief Warden office. So give us some time. I am not asking for maybe 1 year or something like that. Maybe 6 months time, where we will address most of the issues which you are facing now. So some of the things I wanted to talk is related to the current set of admissions. Since I can't remember everything, I have noted it down. First and foremost is, last 4 days I have been receiving emails, different kinds of complaints, but out of that, taking away the sanitation complaint, the first and foremost I want to tell is about accommodating the new students. I don't know whether any senior students are here, but some of the new students are facing hardship with the senior students, and junior students are writing to me. My email address is available. I'll give you the website address, everything in a moment. But if you feel any hardship as a new student, problems in adjusting with the seniors, please write to me. I am promising in 24 hours time, those problems will be addressed. We are trying to bring in changes in terms of cleaning, food quality, everything. I know people come from north as well as southern part of the country. Those students coming from the north, they are finding it hard to adjust with the food. They are requesting me to have at least one sabji kind of thing which the North Indians prefer, as well as increase in the number of rotis, which I have already addressed, and I think that is prevailing now since the last 3 days. My request to you is, there are a lot of complaints coming, what is called as some people like to term it as pet menace, but I would like to term it as dog menace. I mean, some of you would like to keep them as pets, but as per the hostel rules, university rules, these kind of pets or so-called animals are not allowed inside the hostel. Shortly, I'll be issuing a circular in consultation with the VC and Registrar that these kind of things are not allowed, because a lot of complaints are coming from various hostels that dogs are really a menace for these hostels. Now, accommodation or allotting the hostel in the north as well as south is another major issue which has come up. Please take into consideration that we are not manually allotting these admissions. There is a automated way or a computerized way in which these admissions are given. So the moment we enter your ID, if your department belongs to the north, the system allots in the north. If your department belongs to the south, the system allots in the south. Now, if you are still facing difficulty that for whatever reason, it should be genuine, you write to me or you submit an application in the office of the chief warden. We'll take it into consideration and allot rooms based on availability. The next important thing which has come to me is local students as well as readmission students. We didn't give them admissions initially, but we have started that process. So from Monday onwards, local students as well as readmission students can apply for hostel admission. Now, probably the most important thing, as earlier deans as well as the Vice-Chancellor as well as the Registrar has pointed out, there is a lot of freedom given in this campus. At the same time, there are also a lot of rules written down, which has been passed through the Executive Council. So those rules are bound to be followed. The entire set of hostel rules is available in the Chief Warden website. Now, if anybody doesn't know what is that website, all of you know how to open a browser and go to Google. Just type UOH hostels. You will get the entire administration related to hostel, the chief warden, deputy chief warden, wardens, everything. What are the rules to be followed? What are the do's? What are the don'ts? So please stick to that principle, because based on that, there could be actions taken. Now, I have already told this, not to make inconvenience to the roommate and other boarders. There is also a strict vigilance against banned substances. I don't want to spell out anything, but there are substances which everyone knows that these are banned. Please do not, or please discourage yourselves from the use of those substances. The mess dues clearance is another problem which we face here. MTech students who actually get 14,000 AICT scholarship, they also are not willing to pay the mess dues. telling that my friends haven't paid. Your friends might be from a marginalized community. He might be having a scholarship which the government has sanctioned, which comes only towards the end of the year. So you don't actually compare with him and tell that I also do not pay. Please clear your mess dues on time so that we can run the hostel messes without any financial trouble. Now every hostel there is a warden, there is an office. So we have actually alerted the warden to write down the time they are available. So you can go there, meet them if you have any issues. Now if those things are not being able to be solved, please come to the chief warden office. We'll try to talk with the wardens and get your problem solved. And the last one, if any hostel related issue is there, please talk to your warden and get it solved immediately. Last night I got a couple of emails. I think DSW sir also knows about this. Ragging at any cost is discouraged. There is a national line number also you can actually call and tell them. But let us try to solve within our limits. In any case, any kind of ragging is happening, please inform me or the DSW. Immediate action will be taken, whatever the cost might be. So I welcome you all to the campus and please do have a peaceful stay. We'll try our level best to make your living here peaceful as well as comfortable. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinit sir. Very soft and kind, Chief Warden. But he also made it very clear that he wouldn't be so very kind to whatsoever menace which comes into their notice. So starting with Vinit sir, who has donned two hats. Now I'm going to invite upon two more people who are going to wear two different hats. I would call upon Professor Salman. He is going to talk about College of Center for Integrated Studies. He is also going to talk about the placement cell. And yes, he also represents computer science department like Professor Vinit Nayak. Sir, over to you.
Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor Professor BJ, Registrar, Deans of the schools, and my dear students. Of course, I think most of them, we are representing second time. We had an orientation session at CIS, which is detailed session. But again, I welcome you all, okay, to this great university. Of course, a lot have been told about it. Okay, so I would like to welcome with a share as I already do it. Okay, अंजाम उसके हाथ है आगाज करके देख. अंजाम उसके हाथ है आगाज करके देख. भीगे हुए परों से परवास करके देख. So with this, I welcome you all to this university. And Professor Padmaja gave me many hats. I don't know from which hat I have to start. So let me start with what Vinit said. We also have a vibrant MCA program, which was the oldest program we had it. And we have huge number of placements for that as well. Of course, the school is very open. You could walk in even if you are from arts or humanities because we are talking about interdisciplinary research. Okay. So a lot of opportunities are there because computing is involved in everything. Today we are talking about courses like simulation and modeling, where we talk about computational physics, computational chemistry, and of course systems biology where computation is involved. So as computation is involved everywhere, and we have a vibrant department in humanities called computational linguistics. So a lot of things is done in the Sanskrit with the computation. So in that way, it's a very good school where you can connect to us. It could be from any department because basically we would like to go for that interdisciplinary. So I'll change that hat because Vinit already told about it. So let me come to the CIS Center for Integrated Studies. I think most of you might have also seen in that, and we had a lot of interaction with it. So it's a very important center, specifically with NEP in place. And I think we Vice Chancellor, we agree with me, we are the first to roll out that NEP. And we told the government that we are going to roll out, and whatever Vice Chancellor promised, we could realize that an NEP first batch has started. And you have seen so many choices we explained you. I don't want to go into the details here. But you have language choices, you have so many elective choices, you have minors, you have major disciplinary. Okay, even if there is some confusion, please walk into us anytime. We'll give you more explanation on that. Okay, though we did our best. We have also prepared a booklet. I think every one of you have received it. Very shortly, we'll also make it onto the public portal so that those who have not joined the integrated studies could also see that and get to know what is minor major. I think one highlight I would give it, you know very well we have humanities, we have social sciences, okay, where of course humanities and social sciences students will be there with us for 3 years. Next 2 years will be transferred to your host department. In sciences, will be there with us for 2 years, 3 years will be with the host department. So a lot of things goes on at the integrated studies. And I reiterate when I was asked to take the associate director for CIS, which I was denied. So I think I was given 2 mandates at that time, but then vice chancellor. One is, we have to roll out anything. And the second is that I have to, inculcate the entrepreneurship skills among these people who are coming from 10 plus to background. So I'll touch upon it a bit later because I would like to go in the sequence. So it's a very good center. It is pure interdisciplinary center. It is there. You can of course interact with any of the faculty, and we are sitting there. We have a very good office. Any issues you could write to us, and we do solve usually on the same day. That is what we are of course doing there. And moreover, what I would like to say here is one additional point. We had recently one of the IAS selected person from our campus. When he was speaking, he said some of the highlights because I was that is presiding that particular function. He said only one point I would like to tell. The rest you can see in the proceedings. We have also gathered everything. He said one advantage with CIS was you could join any class. This has helped me. Okay, any class. Probably you are from sciences, you can go to sit in history class also. So here I would like to highlight, for the information of Vice Chancellor and our students also. I think last year I was taking one course there in CIS itself because I prefer to take that because I was sitting. So I took a course, and this course was not for humanities people. Okay, this was a computational course. But I got a mail from a humanities student that I would like to take your course. I said yes, you are welcome to take it. That is the openness here. You could take it, you could audit it, you already talk about it. Even without auditing also you can attend it. So even the IAS who got selected, they said this particular nature of there is CIS where you can go for any course, anytime, even without enrolling in it. So yesterday also I got some 2-3 applications where students were asking for some course. So I wrote only 2 things. Please take a consent from the faculty, number 1. Number 2, please see that your timetable doesn't clash. Under that circumstance, I am allowing you to take this course. So that is what CIS is. We can go on talk about it, but let me again welcome you all to CIS. At any moment of time, any issues you can come and ask us because most of them has already been told. I of course add few more points what my colleague Vinith said. Okay, see when you join this university, you are really good students. You know very well how to differentiate between good and bad. So please be very conscious on yourself that you are on the right track. That is what I would like to say. Coming to wearing another cap as a chairman of Placement Guidance and Advisory Bureau, because you will be very much worried about it. Placements. Okay. First of all, we would like to try to start with a statement that of course we will facilitate you in the placement. Okay. Getting a job is your skill. How do you develop your skills? That is first thing you need to make a note of it. I'll just tell the last year statistics, and of course I would like to congratulate my placement team. Prerna is here, training and placement officer. Okay, we have been doing very fine in the last 5 years. Okay, our graph is always straight in the number of placements. Only last year statistics, I'll say 196 companies visited, 554 placed, package around 4 to 10 lakhs. This year placements are still going on. About 80 companies visited. We have placed about 150 students, and the package is 23 lakhs, the maximum till now, and it is going on. And to be very open here, usually you feel that these packages are usually given for a computer science people. No, I think still the highest package is with the English literature today, because even industry is looking at the interdisciplinary nature. We do not require only computational specialists. We require sociologists. We require engineers. We require humanities people. Okay. Now there is a big demand about content writing also. So probably if you try to understand, don't see that you will not get any opportunity in your field. There is opportunity in every field. So we have a placement, there is faculty placement coordinators at every academic unit. We also have student placement coordinator, all coordinate, okay, to help us in making you placed at various places. So that is first part with the placements. Okay, these placements usually start in your last year. Okay, once last year starts, every activity starts from our end. But one more point which I would like to highlight, and I want you to make a note of it, where some of my colleagues talked about it. They said the internship has to be bought into this. But let me tell you, we are already boarded you on internship because our the NEP committee has given us a mandate. It is written in the report that Placement Guidance Advisory Bureau has to support, there's all the students for the internship. So what we are doing since last year we started, for the information of all teams and the students, that maybe next week we'll take your data and upload it to the Internshala and other organizations. So when you get the email, please confirm yourself so that in the summer you automatically get the internships. And sir, we are writing to the internshala for your information that since now internship has credits as per academic bank of credit, 1 week of internship is 1 credit. Okay, and 6 weeks of internship is 6 credit. Again, a little bit change I had to, of course, get information to all that in the 2 days back in our school board of computer information sciences, we have taken the decision that we have converted the MCA project into 2 parts. One is the internship with 6 credits as per ABC. Okay. Now we are going to write to internshala that why should we make a note of that that is credit. They can give that credit certificate back to the university and they can enroll the same to the ABC. That we are going to write very shortly. So a lot of opportunities for you. So I welcome you all. So anywhere you can of course catch me on. I will be there in School of Computer Science sometime. Mostly morning hours in the CIS and middle somewhere into the Student Seminary Center in the Placement Guidance Advisory. So with these few words, I again welcome you all. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. The opportunities and statistics that you have provided just now, they make us swell with pride and also illuminate the path of hope those youngsters sitting out there. I now call upon yet another person, the DSW, who is the ringmaster behind the entire program. The DSW, Professor Nagaraju sir. But again, I'm asking him to wear 2 hats and come here. One is not only as the DSW to talk about what all the DSW office does, but in addition to that, also represent the School of Social Sciences that he belongs to and talk about the School of Social Sciences.
Thank you very much, madam. Hope I am audible. Okay, friends, good afternoon to all of you. Hope you are fine. Right. Once again, I welcome you all to one of the prestigious campus in the country. And before I talk about our university and our school, that is School of Social Sciences, I wish to talk about one of the eminent scientists who became the greatest leaders or education leaders of our nation. This man belonged to one of the most backward districts in our country, in general, and Telangana in particular, and completed degree in Nizam College with BSc, that is our Usmania University, then PhD from IISc Bangalore, and also became a resident scientist at Yale University, then started his career at Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, AFR Bombay, then they became the directors of ISAR Tirupati, then fortunately became the Vice-Chancellor of our university. He is none other than J.B. Rao sir, one of the eminent scholars as well as greatest human being and visionaries of the contemporary India. Why I thought of taking sir's case study is to inspire you all. Because like me and any others here, among all of us here, Professor Raviranjan sir is the senior most alumnus of this campus, followed by Dhamashri Acharya, myself, and also our Chief Warden, Vineet Nair, and several others. So the point I am trying to highlight is that what is the meaning of university? Right? When I just narrated the story of our Vice Chancellor sir, started his journey from Mehboob Nagar to the Yale University, then back to Bombay, back to Hyderabad, back to Tirupati and Hyderabad. So friends, please remember that when you are sitting in this auditorium or in the playground, right, as an ordinary members now, remember after 10 years, you are going to be one of the leading scientists, one of the young scientists of the nation. You are going to be one of the leading social scientists of this nation. You are going to be one of the greatest poets. You are going to be one of the greatest filmmaker. And you are going to be one of the greatest person. So the point is that as a scholars, we should take pride in ourselves. The reason why I am talking about the pride is that all of you are not ordinary people. Why I am making this statement is that you have qualified the NTA exam. You have qualified the common entrance test wherein lakhs of people have competed for a very few seats. So therefore, friends, we are proud of you. We are proud of you in welcoming to this prestigious university. So because of students like you, this university day by day is growing like a banyan tree, right? As Swami Vivekananda rightly talks about the banyan tree, and also Rabindranath Tagore. So this university started in 1978 in one of the historic places called the Golden Threshold. I'm sure those who are familiar with literature, you are aware of what is Golden Threshold. This was the home of one of the famous nationalist leader, Sarojini Naidu. So friends, the beginning started with a very small effort, but university, in Telugu there is a famous poem, Intintai Utudintai, means started with small but became big. It has become, university has become one of the global universities. So therefore friends, I wish to highlight that you should think, you should take pride in yourself, and you try to inculcate some of the best values highlighted by our Honorable Vice-Chancellor and other deans as well as the Chief Warden. So we always work with a positive spirit. So as all of us know that social sciences is one of the oldest school in our campus, started in 1978. So I don't want to talk much. So please refer to the website, and as a part of the induction program in your school level, you are going to get some of the briefing. Now I request my colleagues, Professor Padmaja Garu, to come and talk about DSW office, followed by my another colleague, Professor Santosh Kanade. He is going to talk about us, the fellowships of our campus. Very briefly, as our Vice Chancellor gave me a small caution, right? So welcome to you, madam.
Sir distributed the hats, right? So, you have seen me so far talking. I'm Padmaja. I belong to the discipline of psychology. I'm the School of Medical Sciences. I belong to the Center for Health Psychology, and I'm a deputy DSW. I'm in charge of the counseling unit, and we have counselors who will be talking shortly about the services which are offered, the counseling services which are offered. We have two types of counseling services. One is offline. They are available in the campus. They are available online, round the clock, on phone also. But then in the campus, they are available between the working hours of the university. And in addition to that, we also have right now an online service, your those services, where also anonymously you can go for your any support, counseling support. These two are the programs which are being handled by the counseling unit. In addition to that, DSW office takes care of several things. I think the list is a little long, but let me just tell you, there is student medical insurance which the DSW office takes care of, and also Deputy DSW Professor Santosh will be talking about the scholarships which he handles, which is under his purview. Thank you.
Dignitaries in the dais and my dear students, once again welcome you all. I am professor in Department of Plant Science, School of Life Sciences. I am in charge of fellowship and scholarship section. Our section deals with all the type of scholarships what we are availing that one, including social welfare for the present Telangana state as well as the other states also. If you need any help regarding the scholarships, any scholarship you are availing, including a single girl child or any state scholarships or any other scholarships, any information if you need it, anytime you can contact our office is in admin building, room number 111, or you can contact me in the School of Life Sciences. Okay? And also recently, universities, apart from all these national and state level scholarships, university is also providing some of these scholarships like University of Hyderabad Student Assistantship. Formerly it was called as, during Corona it was called as a DAG. That advertisement has come. Please visit to the university website. If you are eligible to apply, please apply in the proper documentation. If any information is, all the information pertaining to the scholarship, it is available in the university website. If you don't understand or if you don't get that one, don't feel to hesitate, contact us, either me or our office. Thank you.
Having discussed about the counseling unit, I would request both the psychological counselors, Dr. Hemavati and Subhash, to address you. We have one lady counselor and one male counselor. They are available in the Vivekananda Student Amenities Center as a part of DSW office. I request both of them to address you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope I'm audible. We welcome you all to this university. This is a wonderful place to make your future. You should make a difference in whatever you're doing. I'll quickly brief you about the psychological counseling services that we do. We are two counselors here. I'm Dr. Hemati and this is my colleague, Mr. Subhash. What I would say is, whenever there is a situation in your life through your academic journey in this university, we want you to understand that psychological counseling services are available at your doorstep and it is just a call away. We are available online and offline as well, and we want you to understand that whenever you have a situation or an issue or a concern, we want you to make a call, pick up your call and call us. Our numbers are on the website and everywhere, and still we will give away our numbers to every department in the university, and we want you to please remember this. And we conduct, apart from counseling, individual counseling, group counseling, and other activities. We have been conducting workshops and awareness programs for the students, and we want you to please go through the website on the Facebook page, university Facebook page. We have conducted several workshops earlier, and we want you to go through those workshops so that they give you enough tips on how to manage yourself. But at the end of the day, what I would insist on is, life throws us a lot of challenges at every point of time. We have to understand that, the best way to go out out of the problem is to go through it. Anytime, please remember, this is not a quote that I am quoting. This is a quote given by the famous poet Robert Frost. He says the best way out of a problem is to go through it. So anytime, anything through your journey, please remember that psychological counseling unit is there to support you and guide you. And please do not hesitate to approach us at any point of time. Thank you so much.
The psychological counselors are going to address all the students individually on behalf of the individual units. They are going to come to all departments along with your respective school orientation and departmental orientations. Psychological counselors will also be addressing you. So, in addition to the counseling unit and the services which we are offering, Professor Nagaraju, the DSW, is also, on behalf of Professor Nagaraju, the DSW, I would also like to talk about two other important aspects. One is about the ragging. There is strictly ragging is not allowed. You have any problems, like Professor Vinit Nair has already mentioned, and Professor Nagaraju also has mentioned, anything related to ragging will not be taken easily. It's not going to be pardoned. There are very strict rules about that. The next point that we wanted to mention over here is the discipline with respect to your lifestyles. While we cannot monitor your lifestyles always, please also understand, as repeatedly mentioned by the dignitaries so far, there are certain things which are not going to be tolerated and not going to be taken kindly as well. It can be substance abuse. It can be substance use and substance abuse, including the drugs. Having talked about this, I think I should now talk about the disciplinarian authority over here, the Chief Proctor. May I request Professor Harikumar Garu to please address.
Thank you, madam. Welcome to all of you to University of Hyderabad. Respected Vice Chancellor and other senior dignitaries, already told you about this university and what our university can offer to you. And this university can be a launchpad for your career growth in coming years, that is for sure. Vinny, whom I know from my 12th standard onwards, has already told you do nots. Right? So I am here to tell you more about this do nots. I am representing Proctoral Board here. Proctoral Board looks into disciplinary issues relating to the students. So please do not come to Proctoral Board during your stay here. Right? I don't want to see you there. Right? Okay. Now, if there are issues, there are different ways to sort it out. You can always sort it out, right? Don't get into any fights between each other, or don't get into fights between different groups of students. Such issues are dealt with proctoral board. We have 5 internal members, 5 professors from various schools and departments, and we also have 2 external members. One is right now. One is Sri Seshagiri Rao, retired district judge, and another is Sri Alok Sivasava, retired IPS officer. Right, so we look into this disciplinary issues whenever there is fight between students or fight between groups of students, or there are violations of rules and regulations of the university. Vinny already told you about rules regarding hostels. There are other rules regarding general behavior, how you should behave in the campus, and if there are issues, if you think there is a need to make a protest, etc., how to do it. There are rules which are available in our website. Please do follow those rules, right? If there is any violation, it will be reported to proctoral board, and the rules for proper conduct and discipline of the university is available. It is just a 10-page document. Last 2 pages talks about punishments. Please look at it. I hope that will deter you from getting into troubles, right? So, as I said, please don't come and meet us during your stay here. Thank you.
Since we have talked so much about the codes of conduct, again there is one more committee called the Internal Complaints Committee. Erstwhile it was called CASH, Committee Against Sexual Harassment. So there is a special committee for that with Professor Sita Vanka as the chairperson of the committee. There are several representatives and members in this committee, including the internal senior faculty as well as Teachers Association representative, a medical officer, as well as a DSW representative, which is me, and the student representatives as well. So any issues related to sexual harassment can be reported to ICC, Internal Complaints Committee. So on behalf of Professor Sita Vanka, I have talked about this. Now from here we will move on to the representative of the Chief Medical Officer. Here Dr. Gangadhar is there. I request you, sir, to please address this.
Good morning all, respected Vice-Chancellor and other dignitaries on the stage. I'm the Senior Medical Officer, Health Center. So we have the Health Center in University. We are providing the medical services. So we are providing the medical services 24/7. So we have the OPD from 9 to 5, and from 5:30 we have the emergency services. We have other services like lab, pharmacy, and physiotherapy and all. So you can utilize these facilities. And that's all. Okay. I hope so. Have a healthy atmosphere in this university. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think the last but not the least, we will talk to the person representing the storehouse of knowledge, the treasury of knowledge, the librarian. I call upon Dr. Shivsankar Prasad Garu, representing librarian.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Respected Vice Chancellor, Sudhir sir, and other deans on the dais and fellow colleagues, dear students, good morning, all of you. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you to got admitted in this wonderful and aesthetic campus. In fact, you are lucky to say, regarding library, I am here to speak about library. The library has a huge and rich collection, and it was started with a very minimal collection. Today we have around 4.5 lakh collection books, journals, back volumes, and various online resources. The students can access all the resources both offline and online. And the libraries which you have access to till now are totally different, and the University of Hyderabad is different. The reason is the resources till now you have access to are at the graduation level, undergraduation level, are prescribed textbooks. Whereas you have come to University of Hyderabad, you have a different kind of literature, information, resources, all resources are totally different and services are different. And normally at the college level, you just need to go through some of the questions and answers, whereas at the higher level, you need to consult many number of references, books, and all those things. So that keeping that mind, keeping that view, we have plenty of resources here, and the library is functional from 9 a.m. to till 12 in the night. Whenever you free, you have a leisure period, you try to use the library, make use of it. Our staff is always will be with you, and it's very supportive. And if you come with the right spirit, they are with you, and they will be with you. And we have fully computerized library and a fully automated library, and the complete integrated website is available. Just Google it. IGML Indira Gandhi Memorial Library is called, or University of Hyderabad Library. You get it, and you can browse all the collection in single window website. Complete information is on the IGML website. You can also check your account details of library as well as what all the books are available, and you go through it. There are different kinds of parameters available through which you can search the title, author, name, subject, whatever, and through which you can find out the books are arranged in a sequence, systematically sequence in some sequential order. You can come out, you can take out any book, and it is open access library. Wherever in the school libraries and the college libraries it's closed, here it is open access library. You can go and pick any book of your choice or your subject. So that is what it is. Coming to the online resources, during the COVID time, IGML has spent a lot of money and a lot of resources for offline and online access to various databases. We have subscribed to many databases like EBSCO, Emeralds, Taylor and Francis, all the databases, almost all the databases we have subscribed, IEEE. So these resources you can access from anywhere, anytime. Just you need to register through IGML website. You should have official university email ID through which you can register. And we have another software called Grammarly for submitting your assignments, reports, project reports, thesis, dissertation. You can access to Grammarly also from anywhere. And then we will not have any separate library ID card. The common ID card, barcode ID card, issued by the university is the common card through which you can issue the books and return the books. Further, you can renew the books also from your end. You don't need to come to the library. You have a provision to renew the books from your end twice from your end. And there will be nominal. You can issue a book, 5 books at a time for a period of 14 days. If it exceeds 14 days, there will be nominal fine. 1 rupee will be charged. So that is minimum as compared to other libraries. And we have a beautiful reading rooms with air conditioning, an extra building called. And it's always have a busy schedule. You just can sit anytime, you can read it. We have a good RO water, and we have spacious reading rooms, 2 sides of the left side and right side, and complete route map of the library. We have put a board, display board in front of the library. The same thing is available online also. So you go through all the information through the website. If you still need any information, you can contact us anytime. Further, if you need any guidance regarding library and a group of people, you can come to us. We are ready to serve you and we are ready to guide you. So with this, I would like to close this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So there are certain others also who we have to introduce, like the security. Our security who always protect us very silently and very skillfully. So with this, I think we are going to conclude the program today. I think refreshing tea available out there and the snacks as well. But before that, let us conclude it formally. Vote of thanks will be proposed by Professor Santosh, Deputy DSW.
Finally, we have the final program. So it is my immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks. First of all, to our Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor, Professor B.J. Rao. In spite of his busy schedule, always I see his busy schedule in weekends also. I see car is there in front of the admin building. So he spent whole time to with us, and he gave the suggestions to conduct all these things. So, behalf of DSW office, I express my sincere gratitude to our beloved Vice Chancellor Professor B. And next, the main pillars of the schools, that's all the deans of all the schools, of the 12 school deans. I propose my vote of thanks to all the deans, and deans as well as some of the schools. They have sent a representative to all of them on behalf of DSW office. I express my sincere gratitude to them. And also our registrar, Dr. Devesh Nigam, and controller, he has left the program, but I express my sincere gratitude to sir also. And also our main part is Chief Warden, Director of CIS, and other dignitaries like councillors and Chairman of Placement Cell, Chief Proctor, ICC, or all other people who are spend their valuable time to share the knowledge or share the information to the new students. You all, on behalf of DSW office, I express my sincere gratitude to them. Apart from that, the DSW office staff, VC office staff, security, estate, finance, and all the other people who are directly or indirectly helped us to organize this beautiful event. The last but not the least, our beloved students, our dear students who are the future, the currency of our our university. I sincerely thank each one of you, all of you, for be present here. Thank you one and all.
Small announcement before we break for the tea. VC sir is available, so all those who wish to take a photograph over here, I think this is the best opportunity. He's here for a little more time. I think tea and snacks. Have a little while.
I am here 365 days a year, but samosa may not be here.
My statement still counts. For a photograph, he's available right now.
For selfie with VC sir, please come.